Hello fellow modelers, Obsidian Moon here. Welcome to 10 Blender Tips Everyone Should Know. Numpad Navigation. A lot of you may already be aware of the ability to change views with the numpad. There are some additional functions in Numpad, however, that you may not be aware of. First, the basics. Pressing 5 will switch between orthographic and perspective views. Pressing 1 will switch to a front view. Pressing 3 will switch to a right side view. Pressing 7 will switch to a top view. Pressing 0 will switch between the current view and the camera view. Pressing 2 and 8 will rotate the view vertically. Pressing 4 and 6 will rotate the view horizontally. There are also alternate uses by holding Ctrl and pressing these buttons. Ctrl plus 1 will switch to a rear view. Ctrl plus 3 will switch to a left side view. Ctrl plus 7 will switch to a bottom view. Ctrl plus 2 and 8 will slide the view vertically. Ctrl plus 4 and 6 will slide the view horizontally. And probably my most used function of the numpad, pressing the period key will center the selected objects in the viewport. This also works in the node editor. If you press the period key, it will center any selected nodes in the node editor viewport. Switching to quad view. Pressing Ctrl plus Alt plus Q will switch the 3D viewport between the current view and quad view. Select Object menu. If you are having difficulty selecting an object, Blender has a way to make it easy for you. Pressing Alt plus right-clicking will bring up the Select Object menu, allowing you to select any nearby object. Hiding unselected objects. You can hide everything except your currently selected objects by pressing Shift plus H. You can show all hidden objects again by pressing Alt plus H. This works on faces, edges, and vertices as well. Tool options pop up. Instead of using the toolbar on the left, pressing F6 will bring up a tool options pop-up, allowing you to change the settings quickly. Enlarge and shrink objects. Pressing S will allow you to scale an object, but pressing Alt plus S will enlarge or shrink an object. Duplicate instances. Shift plus D will duplicate an object. Alt plus D will create a separate instance of the object. These instances of the object will change along with the original. These changes also include materials and textures. The instances use the same mesh information as the original and lowers the memory usage. Selective rendering. Pressing Shift plus B and dragging within the camera viewport will allow selective rendering. This will render only what is inside the selection. Shift plus B and dragging outside the camera viewport border will remove selective rendering. Connect selected nodes. Selecting multiple nodes by shift-clicking or using the box tool and pressing F will connect them. Repeat last action. Pressing Shift plus R will repeat the last action taken. Sphere from cube. Add a subsurf modifier at level 3 or higher and apply it. Make sure the 3D cursor is in the center of the cube. Add a cast modifier, set it to sphere, and apply it. This will make a perfect sphere made entirely of quads. A regular UV sphere has tries at the poles. An icosphere is entirely made of tries. Having a sphere made entirely of quads will help with UV unwrapping. I hope you enjoyed these Blender tips. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave any suggestions for future tutorials in the comments, and happy modeling.